Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Talking.
Yeah, you can continue. Go ahead.
Before morning, we had an idea because we had already been put on alert. Okay, so we had an idea that we were going to be drafted for that overseas hitch. Naturally, the guys was on edge, jumpy, jittery. We had been training for the attack more or less for about 3 days. And we had it, we knew what it was. Anyways, you guys talk a lot, you got to put 2 and 2 together and you come up with 4. So we talked and we talked. Most of the guys started to break up, you know. That was the heaviest part of it. And those that didn't break up, they more or less hope keep it calm, you know, because it's pretty exciting when you say, it's your turn, you gotta go. So that was the bad part of it then. That was the beginning of the bitterness and so forth. I can't tell you anything else. Can't tell you anything else. You can go from there and figure it out your own self. You know, all you got to do is isolate yourself from anybody or anything else, you know, and hey, take it on from there for whatever it's worth. Whatever comes to you, you take it.
What's that?
That's all.
What do you mean?
Now, why did you join the service?
No, I know you do, but you're not feeling good?
Well, it wasn't that I joined so much. When I wanted to go, there was no bet. And then by being in high school, just out of high school, I was running more or less from the service, from the draft. I was called the draft dodger. One of those guys, you know.
So basically you were drafted into the war?
Yeah, I was drafted.
How old were you at that time?
22.
What were you doing before you joined the service or got drafted?
I was working for the city department of St. Petersburg, Florida. That's what I was doing.
What branch were you placed in once you were drafted?
As ground pounder. Ground pounders are I guess so.
How did your parents feel about you joining the service or being drafted?
They did. That was my mother's hardest decision. Was when I wanted to go, because you know how it is. Maybe you do. In Florida, that's where I was. There wasn't very much shitty the pay was dirt, you know. So you have a lot of chances to look at yourself and expect to say where you're gonna go or where would you like to go, you know. So
Sure they did. They probably
that's
sucked
right.
it all up, right like that. Yeah.
Did you do any basic training?
Yeah, plenty basic training.
Anything for you.
The basic training was extensive, hard,
Poached salmon.
you know, because a lot of guys
Poached salmon and
didn't
cornbread crust.
come back even from that. You know, they didn't come back. So the basic training was hard. It was hard. It was fast.
Where did that take place?
And
Potato salad and coleslaw. Ice cream sundae. I don't know.
the basic training was
What about fish? Salmon.
hard and extensive.
Yeah.
It was in
Good. What kind
some
of
of
fish?
it started in
Oh yeah, pot. Pot with the orange sauce. Yeah.
around New York.
Yeah. Yeah, beets are good for you. They're good for your liver.
And then it extended as you moved from there on in.
Right.
You
Right.
was not a civilian.
Well,
They
is
do
it causing you any pain right now?
Was there a culture shock on your part, meeting people from all over the country?
Well, no, I know my grandfather.
Not really. Not really. I did an extensive amount of travel before I got
Well,
to
when did you go see the doctor?
be in the service.
When did you see him last?
Like
And what did he say?
extensive. I mean,
Right.
I was not one place at all times. Sometimes I was in Boston, Massachusetts, and at other times I was in Florida.
Oh, so you're all over.
So I was all over.
Met all kinds of people.
I was trying to get. I was trying to get away from
Yeah,
that
Well,
military
we're all here with you.
lifestyle.
yeah.
So it didn't bother me so much, you know. I didn't have too much time to think about it. I just kept my cool.
Friends who have died.
Do you have any kind of stories from your basic training? that you'd like-
Stories?
Anything particular? Anything you'd like to share?
I don't know.
Yeah. Car accidents. I know people who got shot and died.
My basic training.
No, these in high school. There were
Basic
these kids
training.
on the football team and they got into a fight. One of them had a gun.
Basic training was hard. It was hard. The guys that you meet, very. Some are nice. Most of them are nice because if you get there today and you don't see a new face until maybe the next morning, and it's you feel good.
My grandfather and my
Feel good that they feel good. They feel good because they don't know what to expect. You feel good because you within yourself, you've been trapped in your mind. what's coming, what's coming, what's coming, what's coming, but you don't know any more than they do. The only thing you know differently is that you're a day late. They're later.
Visit me from the afterlife. I'm sure you'll come and visit me from the afterlife.
That's about it.
And what was your military occupational specialty?
Oh, you will.
My specialty.
Of course you will. Don't stop it. We love you to death.
My specialty was
So you like paint?
to be prepared for anything. Being able to go in place and deal. By that I mean it's not all killing.
I do.
Most of it is killing, but it's not all killing. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of common sense. That's it. It's not all fighting.
Yeah. Tomorrow they got Santa.
And what was your job in the military?
Tanker.
Tanker?
All right. You're so welcome. I'll see you.
That's the fun part. It's fun. You take. We got out of. Well, you do learn a lot by just you train extensively from one thing to another.
Uh-oh. All right.
But you do learn a lot. You ask a lot. Anything you don't understand, you ask. If you don't ask, you're subject to get hooked in one way or another. So it pays you to be as free as you can in your thinking. If you don't know, you ask every single thing.
So now being a tank, does that mean you were driving the tanks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
How was that?
The tank, beautiful piece of machinery, but I'd hate to get caught in one. I tell you, I'd hate to get caught in that. You're not hardly able to function. It's hard to get out of. You got about 8 guys in there.
Pretty cramped then, huh?
It's cramped. It's tight.
Yep.
And you see all them bags on the outside. It makes you think, what's on the inside? You don't know, do you? Well, check it out. You find out. It's full. It's full. You just got room to just turn around. You ain't going nowhere. Turn around. You go where the driver. The driver puts you there, and he stops. That's it. When that baby stops roaring, you're at the end of it. You're on your own. But it's good riding, though. Yeah. Boy, that very. You learn to treasure it. You learn to. There are more pieces than one that goes with it. It's not just a big piece of steel to be kicked around.
So were you a gunner in the tank or a...
Driver.
Oh, you were a driver.
head man.
Wow.
I knew the tank inside out.
So did you feel pretty safe in it then?
Yeah. I knew where to put it.
It's always a good thing.
That's the good thing. Because it's easy. You can always miss. You miss. 9 times out of 10. The dude's looking for you or looking at you. And you can't see him, but he can see you. So if you miss, he's lucky if he misses.
Was it pretty comfortable driving?
Yeah. It's pretty comfortable driving. You got your pedals and you got your guides. It's just like a car. Just like a car.
So now, did you see any kind of combat action?
Every day, actually.
Okay.
What you see is you don't really see. You visualize another man about your size, maybe larger than you. He's still a man. He's still a man and he's not to be trusted. You don't trust him nothing. Except to take your life. And that's all you got.
Did you feel it was like a just war they were fighting?
Just worth it.
Was it just? Yeah.
The fighting, you fear nothing. You fear nothing. By being a soldier, you fear nothing. You got to take him out. If you don't take him out, he takes you out. So why can't you take him out? That's a thinking part. That's a part of you that grows constantly. And from what they give you, training, the type of training, I don't think that you would want to believe me, but I remember it. It's got to be fresh with me. I just finished it yesterday. When I laid down, I finished it. If you know what I mean.
And where were you stationed?
I was stationed. Last place was what is that? 25th Division, Schofield Barracks. That's Hawaii. 25th Division, Schofield Barracks. That's where I'm stationed.
Okay. Do you feel you got enough credit for the job you did?
Never, man, never get you prepared. You can never pay a person enough money to give up life, right? And you can't, nobody, it's something to be aware of it if somebody tells you the differences between soldier and civilian. A soldier, he's like a football player, for example. Play ball, right? To say, you play football, right? I play football, right? We play football against each other. We play baseball against each other. We put our tactics against each other. That's it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your experience?
She's on the 5th floor. Yeah. People with multiple assists. She has the staff across.
Or anything else you'd like to add?
I like to talk a lot. I like to talk a lot, but I'll hang on to that.
And then could you just state your name, your full name for us?
Charles Ward.
I think that sums up the questions I need to ask you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Hoping and wishing. I doubt if, seriously, if it's going to be any more physical contact or war-wise or whatever. I might say, God bless those that fought, died. There was a number, quite a large number, of men that were killed, lives lost, and they will never be able to come back again. That's it. That's all I want to say. Thank you.